And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I am our banner pilot, and actually, that's all I had to say. Let's go ahead and get back to it. So we were on episode 4 last time. Yeah. So let's get to it. Eventually, after these long loading times. Boy, I tell you, today's been like a really long day. So our internet ended up going out for a majority of the day, which is fine, you know. Gave me a chance to kind of just chill out and watch movies and whatnot. You know, they say all digital's the way to go, or all streaming is the way to go and stuff, but once that internet kicks out, you start to realize just how important physical and, you know, downloaded material is. Anyway, so let's do it. We got a couple fighters on our tail, and apparently a non-working controller. That was weird. Alright, let's try this again. Ooh, okay. Huh. So we can move. Oh, I think I know what happened. Okay, hold up. So I was looking around at the controls and stuff. Modern makes it like a little more or the modern controls is what I swapped over to, and I guess it makes it a little more in depth. So normally, in order to aim, you're using this one thumbstick, the left thumbstick up here. That's movement, that's aiming, that's basically everything that you need for you know, movement in general. And then your only other button that you really need to only other buttons you should really focus on are the shoulder buttons, and well, on here it's the A button, but on a Switch it's a B button. Those are really the only buttons that you really need to worry about. With modern controls, it's a little bit different. Actually, I can show it off. So this is using a Switch controller right now, so it's a little different, but it is what it is. It's sort of how it worked back then, I guess. Although the zoom in and zoom out were mapped to buttons, so that was a little bit different. I'm gonna turn off the sound bar here because of the fact that the internet kicked back on. Everything's kind of going crazy. But anyway, so if you switch it over to modern, though, you'll see that, you know, your firing button is actually one of the triggers. It also has an auto aim function. Not really sure how that works out. I'm not really too keen on. Oh, auto aim. I mean, I'm not really too keen on auto aim. I think that's a little. It just doesn't really jive well with me, especially for a game like this. So. Sorry, a little tired. The face buttons do absolutely nothing. As far as aiming and moving go, they've been separated. So instead of just all of it being on one stick, you're using, you know, your left thumbstick to move around and stuff to evade shots, and then your right thumbstick to aim the reticle itself. Not really sure how I feel about that. I haven't really given it much of a try, but just for the sake of keeping it normal, I'm gonna keep it the way I had it before, which is classic. Anyway, let's go ahead and get back into this. Okay, I just want to make sure my volume wasn't too loud. I'm gonna lower that just a little bit. There we go. Anyway, let's actually get back to it now. I was all confused. I didn't know what the heck was going on there. But yeah, now we're back to episode 4, so should be a little bit easier. I'm gonna readjust this chair. Alrighty. Wait for those load times again. Best part of the game. They haven't released a patch or anything yet, but at this point in time, I don't really see much of much reason for them to be working more than they have to. Come summertime, I do hope that there's some kind of patch, though. It'll just be nice. Anyway, we're back into it. We're gonna shoot these, well, attempt to shoot these guys. And, hopefully survive. This is one of the harder levels in the game. I think episode 4 is where it really kicks up in difficulty. Not a bad thing, it's just, well, for the sake of a playthrough, it's a little more difficult. This is really intense, too. This is super fast. Which is a good thing. I mean, it's starting to pick up. Like the color in here, too. I got a cat under my desk that's bumping things around. As long as she's not chewing on cords, I'm happy. For once, it's not my cat. It's actually the roommate's cat, for once. Okay, so yeah, we're doing pretty terribly here. If we do get a game over on this, I'll probably kind of call this off for a little while. Nothing against the game or anything, it's just I'd rather give you guys some progression toward another game or whatever. And if I get a game over on this, honestly, I'm mostly blaming it on the controls and stuff. Actually, I can kind of blame it on myself here, because I also haven't played in a while. Bunch of lasers down this area. Kill them before they kill you. They will lock on. Actually, I think... Nope, that doesn't do anything. Ah! Okay, got him. Oh boy. I'm gonna have to play the original or something. See how this compares. I've played it before, but I need to replay it and see just what they've changed. So I don't remember it being this sensitive. Then again, maybe I'm just griping too much about it. Ah! Forgot about this. It's weird because these doors are square in the original game. And here they're rectangles. That was spooky. Thought that was gonna kill me. So we're coming up to our boss fight. I don't know if I'm gonna win this, but it'll be cool to see how it looks in this design. Definitely one of the more difficult bosses. Kind of creepy looking too, especially here. He's got a nose. Can't even hurt him yet. So all you really gotta know is how to... Goodness gracious, there's so much talking going on behind. All you gotta know here is take out the arms and stuff like that. You know, try not to get hit by his projectiles and whatnot. I might die here, especially if those stupid notifications keep going off. Oy, oy, oy. Sorry. I gotta turn those off for a minute. Dang it. Y'all. Y'all are killing me right now. Goodness gracious. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. So, and of course I died. Whatever. We can do that whole level again. If I can just hold out. I think I might be looking for a bit of a quieter place to live. Hey, no, you don't chew on those. Come on. Should really invest in a wireless headset too. So this little booger down here doesn't start chewing on them again. Because you got all the barking, you got all the news in the background. It's just impossible to concentrate here. I am thankful that I have the place. It's just, I really wish that it was a little bit quieter and a little more peaceful here. But that's just on me. Booyah. I can't focus on all that. Oh boy. Alright, yeah. Zooming out the camera helps a little bit. Only problem is, it still feels really close. There used to be a way where, oh wow, that's a lot better. There used to be a way where you could zoom in all the way, and then it was more like a first-person shooter experience. Just felt a lot better. But this is alright for what it is. Just makes it a little bit harder. I just want to dodge the attacks. Oh my goodness, I'm getting reamed up the butt here. I should have stayed in the middle. A terrible run. Oh no. Come on, dude. That was so lame right there. So yeah, these little hatches open up and they pop out these guys. Well, we're doing a little bit better than we were last time. If I don't get myself killed here. Just stay in the middle. Oh my goodness. Somebody is not happy outside. Back to the Guardian again. So technically I could turn around there, but I'm not gonna focus on it. All you need to do here is make sure you're not getting hit by projectiles. You're focusing on his arms, because his arms are what you need to take care of. They help him shoot projectiles. Ah. He also has a melee attack too, which is kind of annoying, but that was my fault because I didn't dodge it. Almost makes me wish I had a turbo button. Honestly, that's what this game is missing, in my opinion. Like I said yesterday, or if I didn't, I should have said it yesterday. I feel like the firing rate is way too slow in this port. Because you used to be able to spam that fire button like crazy, and it was so easy to kill things. Here, it feels way too slow. Then again, I'm also thinking back to just how many buttons were on the controller and stuff. Ah, I'm gonna get hit again. And twice. This is just awful. If I can just get one arm taken care of, I'm sure I'll be okay. Oh, please, come on. Ugh. And again, with that delay, it's also really hard to tell where he's gonna shoot. Yep. Ugh. I think I'm gonna get a game over here, guys. I really don't want to, but I genuinely think that's what's gonna happen here. Whatever. If I really wanted to be a pro about this, I should get the Sega Genesis pad. See how that plays on this. Technically, the original controller that you used for this game was a Saturn pad, which is pretty much the same thing as the pad that you use for the Genesis. It's a 6-button controller. I have one around here somewhere. We'll see how this one goes, and if it comes down to it, I might swap out controllers. Give me something a little bit better to use. Something a little more comfortable for this, I should say. Yeah, I probably won't spend too much time on this today. Especially if I'm gonna die a lot. But we'll see. If I can just get past that Guardian, should be fine. Come on. I've never seen them block you before. It's just odd to see. And these guys, oh my goodness. This is like... This is getting terrible. Now, fortunately, in Panzer Dragoon Borda, they give you a lot of opportunities to refill your health, which is great. You know, it really does make a world of difference. In that game, you used a special ability where you would basically do like a screen nuke or something, and it recovered health and stuff when you did it. And if it wasn't health, it was recovering your stamina for like your flight or whatever. Because you could do little like dash attacks and stuff that would make you go through the level faster. It would help eliminate enemies. All kinds of cool stuff. I'll say this: we have come a long way since the original game. Alright, we took care of them, so that kind of clears things up. Oh, never mind. Fortunately, they're pretty generous with this spot here. It's not terribly difficult. Oh, spoke too soon. Alright, here we go. Almost forgot what was going on up here. Up here, down here, middle. I hope, and here we go, boss time again. I guess I'll just keep on going until I get a game over. Though I will switch out controllers if I lose to this guy again, which is very possible. Yeah, I'm kind of keeping to the side here. I don't know how he's gonna... Yeah, I don't know if he can damage me or not, so kind of being careful. Ah, that delay, man. It's so awful. I don't know what they did there, but it really does make a world of difference. Okay, he didn't hit me that time, so that's good. Whatever. If I can just take out one of those arms, that's all I really need right here. Ah, and there's not really much of a way to block those arm attacks either. Come on. Ah, man. Ah, I took out one of his arms, so there we go. There's something. Problem is now he's gonna start using much more aggressive attack that I can't for the life of me figure out how to dodge. Not in this version anyway. Just gotta take out that other arm as fast as I can. Or I guess I can take out his head. Actually, yeah. If I focus on his head, I might be able to save myself here. Problem is, locking onto his head is really, really hard here. Oh, took it out. Oh, there goes his arm. Woo! We did it. Oh, man, that was nuts. Really long, drawn-out death cycle. And while that's going about, I'm actually going to swap out the controller here. So, one moment. Okay, sorry about that. So, first things first, I figured it would be kind of cool to show you guys what a Saturn controller looks like and stuff. Again, not a lot of people have Saturns. They're kind of just one of those failed attempts at a console from Sega's behalf. But it's still a fun console to have. It came and went. So, but the controller that I have right here, this is the Mark II Sega Saturn controller. Pretty dope. Oh, pretty dope. Got little shoulder buttons here, 6 6 buttons here. Sorry, I'm a little off with the camera. Neat little D-pad, start button. Pretty simple. I mean, for its time, it was pretty dope, especially for a 2D setup. I mean, at this point, we were still pretty much in like the Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis era. And these were this along with the PlayStation were kind of the ones that were bringing out all this new technology and stuff with 3D graphics. So what I'm going to be using here is a controller. Well, I guess I gotta... Oh, here we go. I'm using an 8-bit DOE Sega Genesis controller. As you can see, pretty similar. It's got buttons, shoulder buttons up here, D-pad, start button, 6 buttons. Has a couple Wii buttons as well, or switch buttons as well. So I can hit like the home button, which I'm gonna do here real quick. Or maybe not. Well, I can do that with this controller. Because I need to change up the grip order. In case you guys didn't know how to do this, this is how you do it. Alright. So, we'll go ahead and get right back into it. I'm going to need a minute to figure out how the controls work and stuff, but yeah. Should work pretty easily. Hopefully this will make this feel a lot more natural. So I believe we have 3 more episodes after this. Because this is the forest episode. The next one will be a town. And then, wow, this looks beautiful, man. Oh yeah, this... Oh, probably help if I was hitting the right button for fire. Still the B button. Oh no. I can't, I can't change the... Oh, okay. I see now. Yeah. So this is a lot similar to the Saturn version. Well, sorta. So here's how it's kind of working. So my my shoulder buttons are actually my C and Z buttons. So they're face buttons, unfortunately, which, I mean, it works, but it would be nice if it was actually the shoulder buttons. I don't think the shoulder buttons do anything. Nothing controls the camera, so that's a bit of a downer, but whatever. Again, we can still make it work. I just gotta get used to this change up on me. I wish there was a way so that you could map your own controls. So I don't know what's going on right here. There's something in front of me, isn't there? Ah, I'm gonna get destroyed in this level. I might get a game over. If I do, I'll try and get us back to where we were, but I'm gonna need a little bit of... Goodness gracious. I'm gonna need a little bit of time to get us back. But again, I'll play till we get a game over. So, no biggie. Shoot down these guys. Oh, those are dodgeable projectiles. See, it's so... there's certain... Wow, I got absolutely murdered in that. So, there's certain projectiles that you can dodge, and certain projectiles that you can shoot down. Easy to forget which one's which. Especially here, because I'm not too used to how they look. You know, the projectiles that you could only dodge used to be orange. Here they're yellow. It's just a little weird. Anyway, I will say this about the control setup I got here right now. It's working a little bit better than it was. It's kind of nice because a lot of the delay actually went away for moving the camera around. It's just me trying to figure out which button to press at the right time. Like that. But I'll figure it out. Cool thing about being human, you learn to adapt. Sorry, kind of zoning out here. Not a whole lot to say. You know, it's pretty much just what's already been said. Oh, I was able to shoot his projectiles. Gonna rapid mash the heck out of that button. Hopefully mitigate some of the damage I'm taking here. Ah! Okay, so they're throwing bombs at me. That explains a lot. Worst part is I can't dodge them either. It seems when I hit them, they, oh no, there's some coming from behind me too. Man, this is just a reckless area. This is nuts. Alright, another battleship. No biggie. Oh, no, never mind. I forgot. It's this guy. Ah! Stop it with the bullets, man. Come on. And now they're coming from the other side. Oh my goodness. And the worst part is from the side, I can't really dodge. So it's a little more difficult to figure out where to fire. So this guy, if I remember, if you take out all of those up there, he falls to the ground. Just gotta be careful because he's gonna shoot projectiles at you. And they're going to be very dangerous. And they home in on you too. Ah! Oh no. We can just stay on target. I at least want to take out one. Oh, okay, so they turn darker as you damage them. That's kinda neat. Problem is, they're strong as heck. Boy, I tell you what, if there's one thing that's really bumming me out about this whole quarantine thing is, like, it's so inconvenient not being able to go out and get like a Red Bull or something. Technically, you shouldn't be drinking Red Bull to begin with, but it does, I don't know. It's one of those things. Helps me stay awake a little bit more. Okay, so we got two battleships in the way here, and they're ruining my life. Go away. Alright. This guy is a little tricky, but I think we got him. Oh, yeah. I think. If you just keep mashing that fire button, this shouldn't take too long. It would also help if you stayed in one spot for a little while. Ah! Oh my goodness. I don't know what he's doing, because I can't zoom out my camera. So all we're really doing is taking out these turrets here. Not too difficult. It's just a matter of keeping an eye out on what he's gonna hit us with. Okay, this ain't so bad. Oh, I spoke too soon. Ah, no, now he's shooting fighters at us with bombs. Come on. Oh, please don't let us get a hit. Not now, we've come so far. Yes! Ha ha ha! We did it. Now, I'm sure there's like part 2 to this fight or something. His health is down, so... hopefully there's not much more to him. I wouldn't know. It's been a while since I've done this. Don't launch fighters. Come on. I think he's got a phase 2. If that's the case, then we're pretty much Scrooged. Yep, he's got a phase 2. I don't remember how hard this one is. Oh, okay. I think we might have a chance. As long as we just keep an eye on his projectiles. They're just little missiles. Not terribly difficult, just something to keep an eye out on. Jam that fire button! Woo! We did it. Oh boy. Forgot how much this makes your thumbs hurt. Though, again, that comes down to the controls of this game as well. Used to, for the original game, all your fire weapons were these 3 buttons here, A, B, and C. So you could just like rapid tap all of these at the same time, and you'd fire like a maniac. So as you can see, we didn't get a very good shot down ratio, so we don't get any. Oh, cutscene. Okay, so anyway, I guess I should explain what's going on there. So the Empire, who was kind of keeping an eye on the tower, trying to discover how to use it and stuff, they ended up getting completely just obliterated by the bio monsters, which are pretty much there to protect it at that point. So we're getting pretty close to the end. Again, I don't remember how many episodes there are. It's either 7 or 8. Because I know this isn't the last level. If that was the case, then yeah, it would be much more obvious. All you gotta do here is just keep your eyes open. There's gonna be a lot of projectiles, a lot of spawning enemies. This dragon behind us, well, yeah, that dragon there, he'll shoot projectiles at you, but he's not your primary focus, mainly because you can't kill him. But just kind of keep an eye on him until he eats out of here. Woo! I can't figure out which way to turn. Ah, whatever. So yeah, this level might be the one I get a game over on. Like a legit game over. We've got 4 more tries, but yeah. Fingers crossed. Hopefully we get through it. Feeling a lot more confident with this this controller. Just wish there was a way to change the buttons. I'm kind of curious. Maybe if I hit one of these home buttons it might work. No, that takes a picture. That takes you out of the game. I don't know what that did. Yeah, nah, I just gotta adapt to it. It's a shame, but whatever. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna be able to beat this. Which is fine. But yeah, I'm keeping an eye on my back this time. Actually did a lot of damage to me. There's more. Oh, nope. But he's gonna fire something at me. Nope, these guys are though. You really gotta be vigilant in this level. So, yeah, just do your best. That's all I can really say. Those guys are a real pain in the rear. Anything that's big and looks like a robot is pretty much your worst nightmare. So all you really gotta do here is just kind of survive. I mean, yeah, if you shoot things down, obviously you're gonna get extra lives. Though personally, I don't think that's a major priority here. The major priority is to stay alive and get yourself through till the end of the level. Because eventually you're going to have to go against the boss. That's just inevitable. Pretty common trope with with these games. That was 100% on me too. I can't even be mad at anybody but myself there. I think what makes navigating your ship through obstacles and stuff in this game so difficult is the fact that your dragon is always bobbing up and down when it flaps its wings. So it's kind of hard to tell if he's actually going to hit something or not. Whereas in games like Star Fox 64, your ship is always like straight. It's not bobbing up and down. It might tilt a little bit here and there, but that's about it. It's not gonna, it's not gonna go off and bump its head on something. Unless you force it to, but at the end of the day, you pretty much brought it on yourself. Here, it feels like the dragon kind of influences a little bit of it too. So, yeah. Oh, I guess the dragon doesn't shoot anything at you. I think it's those ships that are shooting stuff at me. They do a lot of damage. I'm actually surprised you can't get a game over here. Oh. So, quick pro tip. If you hit both camera buttons, you can change between front and back instantly instead of having to cycle through. So that's kind of nice. Yeah, I'm ready for you guys this time. I hope. Okay, yeah, we're doing a lot better this time around. As long as we can dodge those energy balls. And not get hit by the bridge. That was kind of cheap. But whatever. Ooh, they almost hit us there. I don't think these guys shoot anything at you, but it does help to stay on the side of caution. Not gonna hit my head on there this time. Oh, they do shoot stuff at you. So yeah, something you learn every day. Or something new. Ah, missed him. Whatever. Well, thank goodness I'm not a Rebellion fighter pilot. Otherwise, I guess Yavin would have been destroyed. There's a game we should play. Some Star Wars Rogue Squadron. There, you want to talk about fun Star Wars games? There's a fun one for you. I have all of them. Yeah, I couldn't remember what that did. There's a couple of them here. Not the worst thing in the world, I guess. These boats, though, and that thing that's flying around. Yeah, oh boy. He spawns stuff, so... But I didn't realize he could shoot down his projectiles. It's just a matter of doing it fast enough. And taking care of these guys who have lasers, which hurt a lot. Ugh. We're so close to the end, but we're not going to be able to beat the boss because we don't have enough health. Mash that fire button. Mash it, mash it, mash it. Ah, there's laser guys. Ah! Okay, whew. Under the bridge, under the bridge. Gosh, now I know how Keith Apicary feels. In case you guys don't know who that is, which, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Those videos aren't nearly as popular as they once were. That was it? Wow. Okay, so we don't have a boss fight. Keith Apicary is this guy who does like a bunch of... Well, he's a character made by the guy, or made by a guy named Nathan Barnett, who does a lot of like, you know, exercise stuff, parkour, and all that crazy stuff. He's a cool dude. I recommend giving his channel a watch. But Keith Apicary is one of the characters he plays that plays video games and stuff. Really like his series. I really like the Keith's Arcade videos. I think those are the best. So the dragon ended up getting to the tower, by the way, to get back on track with the story. Now, because of that, he is going to fly into that orb, I think, and then he's going to essentially get this massive power and become the final boss. He has 3 forms from what I remember, so hopefully we do it. If not, it is what it is. I'll get up to speed like I said, if we get a game over, I'll find a way for us to get back to it. But as you can see, that's the dragon now. He's a lot bigger, hence the Super Dragon name. A lot uglier looking too. But all we gotta do here is make sure that we keep on top of him, which I'm not doing right now. He can swipe you with his tail, he can shoot projectiles at you, he's also got little lasers he can shoot at you too. He's basically just your worst nightmare. Oh my goodness, there's so much coming at me. Okay. Yeah, we're probably gonna get a game over. Oh, at least I tried. Oh my gosh, just let up. Oh, those wave beams are like a godsend though, because they do make this a little bit easier on you. So now we gotta focus on him from behind. He's gonna shoot a couple enemies at us. Fortunately, you can lock onto him with your laser. It's just difficult when there's so much going on. There's his tail swipe. Pretty easy attack to avoid. Just make sure you avoid it. The original game made this boss fight look a lot more intimidating. I'll say that right now. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to avoid that. I don't even know what he's doing. I can't even hear the screen or anything. It's kind of an issue I came across yesterday. I couldn't record the sound from the Switch Uh, unless I muted the sound on my computer. I don't know. My computer has like a bunch of issues. Uh, if it's not video issues, it's network issues. Like I can't connect to the network for some weird reason. I don't know what's going on there because I've got a direct link to the modem. But yeah, it's weird. Come on, I hit the A button. The odds might be in our favor here because I think last time we didn't have full health. Either way, I kind of get his attack patterns now. Also, I'm not looking behind me this time, so I can get a couple more pot shots in on him. Take out these stupid gun turret things that he's got, and focus more on these projectiles. I think if I... Oh yeah, I can just straight up dodge them. So, yeah, I was just making that a lot harder on myself. I just wish I could lock onto him and get a couple pot shots in while he's doing this all to me. Okay, well, he's doing a lot worse than we were, so... that was bad. Sorry. Yeah. Alright, we're just gonna mash the fire button here and hope for the best. Hope for the best! Let him get me one with his tail swipe. What the heck was hitting me there? Alright, now he's gonna charge up his laser again, so we're just gonna keep charging on him. Basically give him the beatdown of a lifetime. Okay, that attack's actually kind of cool. It's not nearly as malevolent as I thought it was gonna be. Try and focus down those projectile attacks. Worst part is you can't dodge those ones like we were earlier. But they do come back a little bit slower, so it's not terrible. Also, we've got a lot more leeway. Hey, look at that. Took down his first form. Now I think he explodes and he turns into his second form. Yeah. So now we gotta take care of this guy. I think he's a little bit easier. We'll see. Maybe? I mean, if you want, you could... Oh. Oh, okay. Okay, maybe he doesn't have a second form. I think it's if you go into hard mode, he has a second form. I can live with that, though. That's, Ooh, boy. So, yeah. You also get ranked at the end of each playthrough. Nothing too crazy. I guess it's just bragging rights. This is back when scores actually mattered. Unless you're like me, then scores always matter. But, well, for old school arcade games, it matters. Cutscene. Gonna mute here. And there you guys have it. That's Panzer Dragoon Remake. So, yeah. Like I said, you know, it's a pretty faithful adaptation. Well, not adaptation. It's a pretty faithful remake of the game. It doesn't stray from the story or anything like that. You're pretty much doing the same thing you did in the original game. Nothing looks too radically different. It's pretty much just an updated graphical enhancement of the game. So, you know, can't really say too much there. Only thing I will say is I do wish that the controls were a little bit better. Give us the option to, like... I can't stress this enough for all games out there. Give us the option to map our own controls. I mean, yeah, I have presets too, but honestly, I'd prefer to have the option to map your own controls and stuff, especially on something like the Switch, where there's like a million different types of controllers you can use. And also, these games are from completely different time eras and stuff. The controllers are a lot different. Don't get me wrong, you know, all controllers are essentially the same at the end of the day. You've got movement, you've got firing, and, you know, action buttons, stuff like that. But I would say give us the option to be able to customize our controls the way that, you know, feels right to us. Especially for the next game, because I know the next game's gonna be like super different. Yeah. Anyway, that's pretty much all I've got to say. You know, it's again, it really just comes down to the controls and stuff. Everything else felt fine, and after I swapped over to this controller, it felt a lot better, especially with the camera movements and stuff. I feel like with the Xbox controller and the Joy-Cons of all things, it just felt a little more disjointed. I don't know what the heck that is. Oh, somebody's kid was born during this. That's kind of cool. But anyway, I think that it would have been... I think it worked a lot better in this controller's case. Maybe it's because it's connected to it. But I didn't notice nearly as much delay with my camera changes and stuff. That being said, I still wish that it was mapped to the shoulder buttons, but that's not really anything they could have thought of. But whatever. But anyway, as you can see, there's all this cool artwork and stuff going on in the background here. Pretty cool. I like the concept art that they do. This all looks relatively new as well, but it still stays pretty faithful to what we've seen in the past. So I kind of wish I could have heard the game and stuff. I'm gonna have to figure out why it wasn't letting me listen to it and, you know, record the audio from it. But whatever. For all I know, there's probably some orchestral piece, or not orchestral piece. There's probably some vocal piece going on right here. And if that's the case, I really gotta give it a listen to. If it's anything like Panzer Dragoon Ortas and Panzer Dragoon Sagas, it's definitely worth it. Well, in Saga's case, I think it's the intro theme that's like super, super cool. But that's just me. Oh, they did a shout out for their Discord community. That's kind of neat. Had a little bit of help from the fans, I guess. But anyway, yeah, that's the game. Uh, you know, the only other final thought I've got to say is I really hope that this doesn't stay $25 for too long. I think that it should be brought down, by $5. It's kind of to round out the price and stuff. Don't get me wrong, I think that the visuals are worth the extra money, but 25 is kind of much, especially just considering how the controls feel. But I thought it was a great game. I will definitely agree there. I think it's a great game. I think I'll probably go back to the original before I replay this. We'll see. But yeah. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. Hopefully a little bit more than I did. But that's pretty much it for the night. This video has gone on for an entire hour. I need to cut out some some footage. But yeah. In case I do cut out the footage, all you really need to know is I was just up and about looking for a cord and trying to find the controller here. So anyway, yeah, you guys have a fantastic day, night, wherever you may be. Stay safe. I'd say we've got a little ways to go in terms of what's going on outside right now, but we're gonna get through it. Stay positive. Keep tuning in. Keep yourselves up and stuff. Keep your spirits lifted. With that being said, that's all I really got to say. So, y'all take it easy.